What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a how-to on how to install a seat cover on a dirt bike. Right here we have a Thrill Seeker seat cover. I got it for my wife for Christmas. The tools we're going to be using today is a staple gun, a flathead, and a 8mm socket with a ratchet. Over here on the bike, it's got this bike specific. It's got one bolt here, so you undo this bolt, and it's like popped into a rubber bushing and it just pops off, and then we can get to that seat bolt. So let's get started on taking this off first. All right, guys, back to the bike. You got this one bolt. You got your ratchet. So that's what you'll use your ratchet for. You just take this bolt out here, and you do this on both sides, and you'll take your side panels off to get to the seat bolt. So we'll see when we get to the seat bolt. All right, guys, so we got this bolt out. Now it's just stuck right here in this rubber bushing. So you just, give it a little snug, and it just pulls off or shit. There we go. Yep. And then right here, you have your seat bolt. So let's get that out. All right, guys, so I didn't think about mentioning this at the beginning of the video, but the seat bolt is actually a different size than just the plastic bolts. The plastic bolts are an 8mm, and the seat bolt is actually going to be a 10mm. So you just take that bolt out, and the seat should pop off. So let's do it. Like I said, that seat bolt's right here. You just repeat the process on both sides, and up at the gas tank there should be a little slot that the seat slides in. You slide it back a little bit and it should pull up out of there. Okay, so this is the slot I was talking about. It's grooved right there, and on the gas tank right there it just slides up into place. So yeah, let's get this old seat cover off now. Alright, guys, so we got the seat up here on the work table. It's going to have some staples like this. You just go around with your flathead and you take all of them out. I'm not going to record this whole process because it's going to be time consuming, but we'll see you back here when we have this old seat cover off. Alright, guys, so right here I have the bare seat. I got the old seat cover off. You'll have, make sure you collect that so you can throw it somewhere. But yeah, we're about to get started on putting this new Thrill Seekers on here. So alright, guys, so we're working up here on the top. You want to make sure you line your seams up, center them up. That way, you got even on both sides. And then you want to pull it tight as you can. Make sure it looks good. You want to flip it over. Just like this. Grab your staple gun and pop your 2 staples up there in the front. Then we're going to flip it over. Make sure everything still looks good. Yep. You're going to come back to the back. Make sure you get, pretty much all the slack out. Actually, one of our staples fell out up front. Let me get this situated again. You can pull it tight as you can right there. Make sure your staples set in good. There we go. That should sit in there pretty good. Now, back to where we were. Make sure everything's still pretty centered. And you want to pull as much slack out as you can in the back. Get it nice and snug. And then you're going to pop some staples in the back like you did the front. Alright, guys, so after you do the front, you pull all the slack out of it. You're going to do the same thing to the back. You should have a nice, pretty smooth flat right here. Make sure, it's to your liking. You want to get as much slack out as you can for when you pull your sides down, it seeps down to that seat. So we're going to start right here up in the front. We're going to fold it over, get it as tight as we can so it looks something like that, and then we're going to pop a staple in it. Alright, guys, so here's what our front looks like so far. We pulled the slack out as much as we could and as tight as we could and slapped a staple in it, and then you just go down the sides right here with your staples, and then you do the same thing to the back. So we'll do that, and then What is up, guys? So we just wrapped up this seat cover. Like I said, you pull all the slack out of the front, you pull all the slack out of the back, and then you work your way down the sides pulling the slack. It's easy as that. Make sure you put plenty of staples in, and that's the finished product. I think it looks pretty slick. But anyways, we're gonna put it back on. You slide it back in the slot on the bike, and then you put your 10mm bolts back in, snug it down, then you put your side plastics back on. Job done. So let me do all that, and we'll show you what it looks like on the bike. All right, guys, we got her installed, got her good. Pulled all the slack out of it. You know, you put the staples in. It's pretty self-explanatory. But I just wanted to make this little how-to, you know, to help anybody that might have questions on what they should do, and I'll give you my technique, my little tricks that I like. Once you're done wrapping it, you just slap it back on. Like I said, it slides in that groove up front. You put your seat bolt in, then you put the plastic and put the bolt back in that, and process done. Go out there and do some awesome stuff. But yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.